Robin.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
God, you are so hot.
Hi, Malin. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. My brother-in-law's in love with you. He just texted me.
Good.
Good.
Is that your water?
It is.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I drank out of it. No,
If you want.
no, I believe that'd be bad for you. Good for me, bad for you. I want to give you a
Well,
clean
you don't
one.
know where I've been last night, so.
See?
Malin Akerman. Holy crap.
I'm so happy you're here. I didn't recognize the name when we saw it on the prep sheet, and then I realized, oh my God, one of my favorite shows ever, The Comeback.
Oh, thank you, Daddy. That was a great show.
Really underrated show.
A lot of fun.
Did you guys? I mean, the whole show arced in the one season. Were you hoping for season 2, or did you know that was kind of a 12? You did.
I really was hoping for season 2.
What a terrible move!
Never happened.
Why didn't they do season 2?
Terrible move not to.
I'm only a couple episodes in. I just got hooked recently, and I love it myself.
Oh,
it's
good.
great. But what? It didn't do ratings or something?
No, it didn't. It didn't do well for some. I think it was a little painful to watch.
It was so uncomfortable to watch.
And I remember I forced all of my friends to come over and watch the first couple episodes. And I remember it was so quiet after the first episode.
People just going like,
why is nobody saying like, oh, that's great, or you know? And I kind of got it. People were just uncomfortable with it, which was
But that's some of the best stuff.
It was amazing.
Maybe not for the mainstream.
I never thought anybody could be close to Gervais as far as uncomfortable and making an ass out of themselves. Kudrow in that was masterful. And but the thing with you that's so great is the beautiful girl wasn't the villain. Like usually that's the easy target, but you were actually really nice, and like you should have been a bitch in the show, but you turned out to be nice, which was a huge surprise.
She's a bitch in real life.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how they typically would have done it. They would have made the hot girl the bitch.
And she looked great in a bikini. Let's be honest with each other.
I didn't even
Lisa
look.
Kudrow.
You didn't look.
Lisa Kudrow was just like so painful to watch in that. She was so delusional with everything, and
she played it really well.
Yeah. What was the name of the
self-centered ass.
What was the name of the show?
I'm It.
I'm It.
You really are.
Valerie Cherish.
Yeah.
My favorite.
So bad.
So bad.
Do you remember when her teenage daughter, Francesca, I think her name was like, hey, could you drive me to school? And she's like, wow, changes.
Oh my God, you really are.
I had to hide under the Afghan. It was humiliating.
It was just cringe-inducing.
Such an underrated show. It drives me nuts that show
It's
didn't
too
get-
bad.
I'm so glad. Well, it came back on IFC, so now people can watch it. So
good.
at least it's, rerunning.
Maybe it was too real.
Of
And maybe they just didn't want to see Lisa Kudrow that way, knowing that she was so famous with
You know
friends.
what? A lot of people came up to me and they're like, oh, it's so sad what happened to Lisa Kudrow. I was like, what do you mean what happened? And they're like, no, but just like her life and how it went down. I was like, that's a character, guys.
Yeah,
This is Valerie Cherish, not Lisa Kudrow.
It wasn't a documentary,
No.
you dummy.
But I think a lot of people thought it was.
Yeah.
And so that also added to the uncomfortable factor.
The depression of watching it.
But I just knew when I talked to my mom, I was like, so what did you think? And she's like, well, you looked cute. I was like, oh, God.
You were in a big show.
Like that, she speaks for the mainstream, I was like, all right, so people really aren't getting it.
But you were really great. And when she came out and did the robot, it was,
Oh, God, yeah,
I was like,
So
don't do
bad.
the robot. That stinks. The robot stinks.
Yeah.
It captured uncomfortable absolutely perfectly, and the writers were hateable. I mean, the one guy was likable, and then Paulie was
I'm
absolutely
gonna have to run
hateable.
through that
And they're
series
the
again.
nicest
Watch it again.
guys ever.
I know.
So cool.
But it was brilliantly written and brilliantly acted.
Yeah.
And to me, your character on it was Juno was the biggest surprise because you were the one they would typically would have made the villain, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Which
It
was
smart writing.
I want our own Sam to ask about a role that you recently landed. playing
Oh, go ahead,
playing
Sam.
who Sam? What?
You can talk it out.
Who's
Yes,
that?
Sam.
Which one?
That's Sam.
Sam, yes.
Sam.
That's
Hi, nice to
We're not
meet
sure
you.
if he's
Nice to
black,
meet you.
just so you know.
Oh, okay. I'll try to help you out. He looks pretty white to me, but
Yeah, he
Thank
does.
you.
Do you see the
Yeah,
black features, though? There's nothing wrong with it. If
And the
he
hair.
is.
nothing wrong with it. But no. I mean the hair.
The
I mean
hair
he's
a
got
little.
great hair. Great
Thank
hair.
you very
Very
much.
big eyebrows,
Thank
though.
you.
And
Great hair. No one's ever said that about him before.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, what do you got there, Sam?
well, they just wanted. I don't know why you wanted me to say that you're playing Linda Lovelace, and
Yeah. Linda Lovelace.
you could say Linda Lovelace. I mean,
Yeah, there was not
I
a lot of love
pronounce
in there. Yeah, Linda
Love-
Lovelace, but it's
Lovelace.
Lovelace.
No,
Yeah.
he insists that's how it's pronounced.
He really,
I don't know where the hard A would come from.
What do you put on your feet? Shoelaces? You idiot.
Lovelace or Lovelace, the way
Lovelace.
whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
She's both.
It's
yeah.
Lace.
They just, I mean, there's
We've
no
all
real
known it as
question
Lace.
here. They just wanted me to humiliate myself in
Great.
front of you.
Of course.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mission
you did a great
accomplished.
job.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, you're
And
very welcome.
they're saying this movie's going to make her a huge star.
Yeah.
You're
star.
already a star.
That would be amazing.
That's the buzz out there. This
Oh,
is
good.
the one that's going to make her just a massive,
Now,
huge star.
I would love to meet those people who are saying that.
Are you going to have to do some saucy scenes in this movie?
What you mean, like make some sauce, like an Italian woman?
Exactly. She had to eat at some point. She probably had sauce.
Yes.
She probably had sauce on her pasta.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure she ate when Harry
about
Reams
food
wasn't
here.
feeding her.
You know, it's actually a really kind of dark story. It's it's not porn, guys.
Right.
You can watch the movie Deep Throat. You'll see a lot of it, but this
Who's
is
playing
actually
Harry
behind-
Reams, do you know?
Don't know yet.
Well, you wanna-
I'm really curious.
You want to
see who's gonna
audition,
be-
Jimmy?
Yeah, you want to come in and audition?
I've never wanted to look like Harry Reams so bad in my life.
I hear he's like he did a 180. He's living in Utah now and is
Sells real estate or something.
yeah, selling real estate.
Wow.
You know your shit.
Jimmy knows a
You really
lot.
do.
Well,
Yeah.
he kind of he knows a little bit about porn.
Especially about the
okay.
industry.
Yeah.
Yes, shows I like and pornography.
Industry.
I'm your man. Ask me a math question
Good,
when I'm
good.
finished.
He could
2+2.
rattle off porn names, man. It's very impressive.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be amazing. I mean, it's actually a really fantastic script, and she was a tortured woman.
Yeah,
her
that's like-
husband was.
It's been very controversial, though, whether she was willing participant or whether she was forced to make the movie, because you watch the movie and go,
Yeah, we still leave it as a question mark in this film, which I like, because the writer really took took his own opinion and made it into this film. And obviously she was tortured and she was beaten and brutally kind of forced into prostitution by her own husband at gunpoint, and so there's some really dark moments. Yeah,
that's why she was an anti-porn crusader after. I never knew that about her. Wow. Okay.
But the crazy thing
I called it being a stick in the mud.
Yeah.
yeah. God, those women. But then she went back right after being an anti-porn crusader. She went back and posed for Playboy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is really so. She's a really interesting woman.
She's torn.
She's torn. Yeah,
she's
a little bit
torn.
confused. She was. I mean, she died unfortunately in a car crash.
Yeah, I think we
Tragically.
talked to someone from the family.
Yeah, the
after that
sister.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah, we had
wow.
very.
I have a
serious-
signed deep throat.
We had a very serious
You do?
conversation with her.
You have a what?
Signed
sad.
deep throat.
You do. You
Yes.
have a signed
Open your
deep
mouth.
throat.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Let's take a look-see.
What are the B girls doing here today? I'm a little distracted.
What
You
the
can't
hell
see
is
this.
that?
What girls?
There's girls
girls
dressed like bees.
They are.
Are they part of what you're promoting? I'm really confused now.
No, but I'd love to meet the B girls. Maybe they have something
Yeah.
exciting to promote.
One of the Gossip Girls was here yesterday, and I wasn't going to get a picture with her, but I was taping a music show, and I was looking out the window, and I could see up her skirt, and I'm like, I'm almost obligated to take a photo.
Fantastic.
I wasn't even trying to look, but you couldn't not. I just saw butt cheeks hanging out.
Trying. Yeah.
Like, what am I, a criminal?
No,
I have
I agree. I mean, it's like when boobs
Criminal.
are hanging out, you're like, you have to look.
You
know
have
what
to
I mean?
peek. You
I
have
peek.
to.
I always
She's
do.
a good egg. Man.
No, she's great.
I like this one. I like this one.
But you're still liking the B girls out there.
Well,
a
no,
little
it's just,
bit.
it's just a distraction.
they're
But,
totally-
you know,
I just wish I
it's
could see
terrible.
it better. I wish I
I
could
know.
see it.
Well,
They're
they're
out-
over there. They're going to come by this way, obviously.
about.
They're gonna buzz by?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll buzz by.
They're promoting average-sized breasts.
Their average size are great.
And of course,
Of course.
we got to mention Watchmen. I did not see the movie, but when people talk about you, they're like, "Wow, she was so hot in that movie,
Oh,
and so good in
thank
that
you.
movie."
That was a lot of fun.
My
yeah.
brother-in-law is losing it. He's texting me like crazy from Philly. He
No
just
way.
loves you in that movie. But
Tell him
I have
I
nothing to
love him
say
back.
about it because I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you should. You
Yeah.
should definitely see it. It's a good movie, all in all. All in all.
All in all,
All in all.
that works.
It's a fantastic film. It was a lot. We shot that for 6 months in Vancouver and did like 2 months of training pre-movie. It was a lot of ass kicking in that film, which was a lot of fun. I'd never done any kind of fight training or anything before that.
Sorry, but the B girls are now they're showing their asses.
Hi.
They're showing their asses. Open the door.
Who is that?
Open the door. I
God,
swear
get
they were
in here.
just pressing their asses up against
See what
the
that's all
glass.
about.
Probably from Bees It.
What are you?
Hi,
Oh,
you
wow.
guys.
Hi, what are you
Come
girls
on in
from?
real
Guarantee it's
fast.
Bees.
Where are you from?
See?
What?
It's a website.
Beezid! We love Beezid!
We gave
The number one auction
today.
site.
Yeah, of course, and we wanted to give the prize to the pretty girls today.
Really?
Ooh, I like
Oh, well.
that.
It was amazing.
Was it really? What's your name?
I'm Emily.
Where are you
Nice
from?
meeting you. I'm from Montreal.
Montreal.
Toronto.
Yeah, I've seen you before.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
did.
she's an actress.
Where have you seen her?
Really? Well, see.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Montreal's a better city than Toronto, by the way.
No, what?
Sorry.
Did you
Oh.
just say that?
Do you
You're
shop
hotter,
on Beezid?
but-
Yes, Beezid.
That's
What?
amazing.
You haven't been to Toronto with
Beezid.com.
me.
Yeah.
That's why.
You could get all kinds of name brand items. 99% off of
Yeah, it's
retail.
pretty amazing.
It's really good for video.
No, it's more amazing.
Oh,
Your
we
asses.
love it.
Can we
Are
see
you
them?
from Montreal as well?
Yeah, I'm Layla. I'm from Montreal
Awesome.
too.
Wow. I
What's
love
with all the
being fellow
Canucks in
Canadian.
here?
Well, yeah, we're
See,
all
hot ladies come from Canada.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get a chance to get friends with the porn stars, so now we're.
Oh,
we prefer
man.
the
Are you
actors.
looking at her as a porn star? She's not a porn
She's not
star.
a porn star.
Oh, the other. Can we see you?
My boobs are too small to be a porn star.
No, they're not actually.
Very perky. Very perky.
Creepy was that response.
Perky.
Yeah.
Be a handful. That's all you need,
That's
right?
all that
Just a
matters.
handful.
Absolutely.
Are you buzzing around the building
Yeah.
and just popping in for Beezid?
Well, we wanted to know what you thought about last year's Beezids girls.
They were lovely.
I don't
Yeah?
even remember that.
Well,
They were
not-
lovely people.
Were
Not
they?
as good
Oh,
as this
Not as
year's.
good as
brought her
Beezid.
diamond dozen.
I know.
That's nice.
Yes.
Beautiful
So
girl.
Wow.
if we make a nice impression, we'll see you again next
Yes.
week.
Well, who
Very good.
was
I like
pressing
it.
their ass up against the glass? Can we see the ass?
I didn't see that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I wanted to catch your attention.
There you go.
Oh,
Very
madam.
nice.
Morning.
But I'm
rather
not
saucy.
that kind of girl. You know, I'm classy. It's just when you want attention, you have to.
Absolutely. Put on a B
All
outfit
the
and show
way.
your ass.
You're not that type of girl, though.
We understand
She's
you're
basically
Canadian.
saying you're not going to get any,
I
so
thought,
relax.
I thought Katharine Hepburn was classy, but then I saw you with your ass hanging out in an insect outfit, and I said,
It's you're very pretty, very
Nice
pretty.
meeting you.
Oh,
guys.
Jimmy, what'd you do?
There they go,
You
the
just chased
Beezid
them
girls.
away.
Go to
Wow.
Beezid.com.
The one is
Check the
carrying
whole
her
thing out.
pocketbook around. She's not even like
Exactly.
committing to the character.
She's not committing to
No, man. She's
She
walking
really
around with a
isn't-
fucking pocketbook.
She's not method.
She's not method.
if
One
Mal-
of them is. One of them is.
Yes.
The ass showing one is great.
Don't show her the fart.
The classy
apparatus.
ass.
the other one was cute, but she had kind of a weird face. She had kind of like a man's face. She looked like you superimposed it.
But
I didn't want them in
it
here.
was really nice.
Normally, I would have been a lot nicer to them, but she kind of bugged me when she's showing her ass. We're trying to chit chat about the comeback.
bugged you,
I don't want to
Dennis.
hear it.
Oh,
see?
you don't
See?
mess with him.
I
mean,
know.
he is
And she was
real
talking about
Don't
feisty.
her-
mess around with Jim.
She was talking about her perky boobs.
No, she's great.
I know.
We got enough
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
We're
We
all
don't
good.
need
we
a
got a
girl
handful,
in a bee,
so to
bee
speak.
costume. No.
The listeners are falling in love with you by just listening to your voice.
I'm here every day.
No, Jimmy, not
Oh,
you.
her.
Yeah. But I'm sure
Jimmy.
they love you too.
They really
Jimmy.
do.
They do.
Oh,
they do.
James.
Yeah.
So we covered The Watchmen. We covered
Yes.
Comeback. I know you were in Heartbreak Kid. You were good in that.
Thank you so much. That was
not really-
crazy. I actually didn't think that I was going to ever get married after anybody watching that because I was so crazy.
Right.
I actually watched that with my husband, who was not my husband at the time, and I was like, oh my God, please let him marry me. Please.
Oh my God.
Because it was one of those where I was like, really, I'm not going to turn out this way.
Right.
What
But
does your husband do?
he's a drummer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For
He's a session player in Los Angeles.
any songs we even know?
For hire, guys.
Any songs we even know?
Probably not. He just recorded a couple songs for Carolina Liar. I don't know if you know those guys.
I've heard the
Huge
name.
group. They've been touring around a bit now, but he mostly does just like new up and coming artists and.
Oh, he did this. That was him, right?
That was him.
Yeah,
Oh my
okay.
God,
I
you
just
heard
wanted
it.
to make sure.
Yeah, that
he's
was
good.
like a hit song
Right.
then in Japan.
Great.
Yeah, really, really good, really good.
Are you still in the Pedal Stones? Is that accurate?
No, that was how I met my husband. You know that he was the drummer in the Pedal Stones, which was a band that we had back in 2004.
Oh, look at you, really?
Yeah, 2003, 2004. When I decided that I sucked as an actress and decided
I don't
want to
see that.
Oh my God, I love you.
Whoa.
But decided to sing, which I also sucked at that time.
Really?
But basically just did that for a year and a half and got a husband out of it instead.
All right,
That's good. Well, at least you got a husband
All right.
out of it, and then
Yeah.
you go back to
Exactly.
acting, and you're successful.
Did you read the sheet?
That works.
Screw everything.
What?
She was voted sexiest woman in Sweden.
Yes, I did read that.
Holy, you know how hot the women are in
I was
Sweden
actually on the
in
voting
general?
committee.
Well, yeah. Oh, were you, Jimmy?
I certainly was.
You were the one that put her over?
I was the first one to say I.
Such a big comeback fan. That's
put
why.
her over.
Yeah, but guys,
that
that's
is more impressive than anything because the women over there are beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. But I bet you they vote like every minute, so they need a new woman every minute because
really?
there's too many hot women over there. I was like, guys, you're mistaken. There's so many beautiful women. It's incredible.
What language is Swedish? Obviously,
Swedish.
I'm glad I caught myself before I asked asshole of the century question.
We speak Spanish in Sweden.
So do you? How could you say something? Could you say something in Swedish?
Yeah. What would you like me to say?
Yes.
Ja.
Ja.
Det är jättekul att vara här med dig. Jag älskar att du älskar min show.
Nice.
That's really sexy. And I know it doesn't mean what I want it to mean.
Nope.
Which is like, I've left him and I'll be over in a few minutes. It probably means something else. Like if you had a stronger chin, maybe.
I will never tell you. You just keep fantasizing about it.
He's been farting all morning. He doesn't want you to know that because you're so beautiful. But it was for something else we were doing.
Okay.
We're
you gotta let it out. You don't want to explode.
We wear many hats on this show.
Yes.
Well, can you talk about how horrendous?
And they all have propellers on them.
Can you in Swedish?
You want me to go to Sweden?
Swedish.
Talk about how horrendous his farts are, but make it sound sexy.
Okay. Dina pruttar är så äckliga så det är inte klokt.
Oh man,
thank you.
I think we just bonded.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, that's the way you want to bond with somebody. You're beautiful and I smell bad.
In Swedish.
So now, what did you say?
I said your farts are so gross I can't even believe it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It sounds so much nicer in Swedish.
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound lovely in Swedish?
It was wonderful, man.
And
thank you.
The movie you're promoting now is called Happythankyoumoreplease, and it's in theaters tomorrow. It's a very limited release, which means that there is always the possibility of a larger release.
Yeah.
And
I know it's DVD.
Yeah, a lot of them do go to DVD, but it's cheaper than promoting them. I think for theater release. What is the movie about? Who do you play?
It's actually a really cute movie, guys. I would highly recommend it. But it's three different couples who are trying to sort of figure out their lives and in their 30s and I play a woman who has alopecia universalis, which is where you lose all of your hair. So I'm actually bald and shaved off my eyebrows for this.
What the hell are they uglying you up for?
Yeah.
Well,
you should never ugly yourself.
It was actually pretty like
you got a good head?
Cool looking and beautiful. Yeah. It was kind of gorgeous and my husband kept calling me an angel.
You got a good head?
I got a good head.
You got a good head.
I got a good head, guys.
Was it kind of fun though?
I didn't shave my head. Though.
Was it fun?
No.
You didn't?
No, we did a bald cap. I wasn't that brave. I wasn't that brave.
Why? It would come back.
That is like wow.
Yeah, it was a little too much. But we did all those head wraps all the time, so there wasn't really.
Oh, okay, right,
There was no necessity to shave them, but the eyebrows came off for sure.
The eyebrows came off.
How long does it take to grow back?
Like maybe 2 months. But the best part was right after I shaved them off, there was a girl who was like, she was one of the actresses, and she comes and she's like, "Oh my God, did you just shave off your eyebrows?" I was like, yeah, I did. She's like, wow, my mom did that in the 70s and they never grew back.
Oh,
like,
damn.
Thanks. That's great. Thanks for telling me now after the fact.
So Miss Yvonne did.
She plucks the ball out, then she draws the bitch. She goes,
Did you pencil them in after the movie was done shooting?
Yeah, every now and then. I left them at some points, and it's funny to watch people just kind of look at your face and go, what is
something's wrong?
Something's gone. Like something's not there.
Yes.
That's pretty brave, man.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It's a really cool movie, and obviously because, you know, she's a bald woman, you kind of have to figure that she has a lot of obstacles in her life when it comes to finding love. So
true. Oh, so she's bald forever? Alopecia doesn't go away?
No, it doesn't.
No.
What do you do if you have alopecia? You invest in a lot of hats?
You live. Yeah, you invest in scarves and hats, or you go bold and you go bald.
Is it a form of cancer or no?
No, it's not. It's not related whatsoever. But a lot of people think it's cancer patients because it looks very similar.
But you can't grow hair at all, or you grow it and it falls out?
You grow it and it falls out usually. And a lot of times there are different kinds of alopecia, but this one specifically, the alopecia universalis, it never really grows back.
Oh, wow.
But some alopecia, you can get like
Mars had alopecia.
Splotches.
Back at XM when we first started over there. Yeah, he had it.
Damn, we thought he
the
had
whole one where he's bald?
Yeah, you remember when Mars looked like Noodle from The Offspring? Yeah.
We thought he was contagious.
You guys
to
never
us.
talked to poor guy.
No, we really did kind of shun him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
His head looked like an aerial view of Dubai. Creepy. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't know that. What happened to him? He like got over it?
yeah, it was like stress related or something. I can't remember, but he was taking
stress related.
what was he taking? The hair pill. What is it now?
Propecia?
Propecia. Yeah, Propecia got it all back for him.
It
Yeah.
came
Are
back?
you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't realize it did come back.
My brother-in-law is texting.
Yeah? What's he saying?
There's two.
Okay.
The first one's safe. She was on 2.5 Men.
I was?
Yeah, no?
No, I was on How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother.
Maybe they're mistaken.
Did you have a threesome on Entourage?
I did.
Okay. So,
nice.
Well, that's the better one anyway.
Yeah.
She also had the hot-ass threesome with Sloane and E on Entourage.
Yeah.
Tell her me and her made love many times.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Brother-in-law?
What a creep. Yeah. Who are the two characters in
Thank you,
Entourage?
I think.
Who plays them?
Emmanuel Shrieky and Kevin Connolly.
Okay, I know who Kevin is. I don't know who Emmanuel is.
Emmanuel Shrieky, you don't know who Emmanuel is?
I don't watch Entourage.
You should look her up on your computer. She's one
Oh,
of
it's a
the
she. I thought it was a
hottest-
he.
No, it's a woman.
That's why
Come on.
I was thinking like some guy to say that it's a hottest threesome, and it was two guys and a girl.
No.
Would have been
It was
would have been a
basically
little odd.
me and Emmanuel, and when you see Emmanuel, you will understand why she is the
Is the scene on
hottest
TV?
thing
Is
ever.
the scene on the internet? Maybe we should check it out.
Okay, but that's not a great picture of her. Come on, you got to get a good one.
Did you have to kiss her?
I did. It was so funny because on the day Kevin came in, he was so nervous, and he brought a bottle of wine, and we're like, dude, this is, I mean, you're not even kissing.
Wow,
It's me and
he was
Emmanuel.
actually
He was trying to wine and dine us.
Yeah.
We're like, you're not getting any action, honey, but you can watch.
Oh, okay.
That's Emmanuel.
Well, that's
Come
a
on.
very nice
She's
photograph.
amazing. Yeah.
That's nice
I
when
would
she leaves
say.
her car door open. That's
See?
someone's.
Very rude of her,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Jimmy?
Someone's going to drive by and take that door right off. Insurance won't cover that. Guy who misses the point.
Guy who misses the point. Exactly. Look at you.
Totally. You're totally missing the point.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
That,
Ladies
but
and
yeah,
gentlemen,
let's be very
Emmanuel
honest.
Shrieky.
She looks fantastic, but that green. Can you please put that awful institution green wall? She really
Again,
needs to
just
fix.
missing the point.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
She's
why are you looking at
She's
the
an
wall?
amazing woman too, but and now one of my best friends.
Clashes with her shoes.
She was sitting on her side, and her legs were in a very sexy pose when you can see the kind of like the bottom of somebody's ass, but not, you can't see anything like
Classily, like the people
yeah,
like
just like
to say.
the butt cheek where the butt meets the leg. That little plump part is really sexy.
Do you like that part?
Yeah, and the way I described it is really creepy.
Yeah. The way you described
That's
it.
where
It
you
wasn't
just-
very sexy to the plump part.
No, the plump part that just comes. That's the way you describe it to somebody who's tied up.
Like a pudding.
I thought you liked elbows. You've told us over the years.
You do?
I do, every elbow.
Look at this
Oh.
one.
Look at that.
Check out my
I likes him in
elbows.
the ribs.
Yeah.
Get it?
I'm so used to it being driven into my chin when I'm talking to a woman.
Have you noticed Jimmy has no hair on his arm? Look at how.
I don't know why. It's like
It's perfect.
I got her good.
Oh, wow, you got it really good with that one. That's one of his old gags.
Oh my god.
Pulls that
Well,
one
you
all
do
the
have a little
time.
hair.
I know, I'm a very wispily haired man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very soft.
He has the
Very
best
soft.
calves in the
Look at
business,
that.
though.
Really?
He'll brag all day about his calves.
What
Yeah.
business?
How do you keep
in
your
the
calves
business
in
of
shape?
show.
Business.
In the
I love
business
that.
of show.
Yeah, in show business.
Mysterious
Yeah.
business.
I actually have the 73rd best calves in radio. I don't want to. Yeah, you know.
73rd, wow.
I'm behind
Not bad.
Rush. 'cause
Who's
he's
72nd?
Rush. He's really fat, so he has to carry a lot more weight than I do.
Is there a line that you have in a role that you would take where you might say no, like nudity, something like that?
Yes, there is definitely. It's always one of those things where if it's gratuitous,
Yeah.
I probably won't do it, or I won't do it. But if it's for the movie, then absolutely. Like
But even
in
if
Heartbreak
it's-
Kid, it's like
Yeah.
it was crazy and so much fun. And guys, honestly, like, who has sex with their clothes on? You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. It's like it's got to be real.
Yes, well, it depends on how big a
So-
hurry you're in. You know?
Well, that's true. That's true. Actually, there is the frisky sex. But,
All the better to wipe the mace out of your eyes with.
Oh my god.
I don't like somebody. See, Anthony likes total nudity. I prefer somebody to have something on.
I like that.
Burqa.
Okay.
Just something. I prefer something like I like clothes on. This kind of it's dirtier that
sweat
way.
there. Okay.
Something a little bit
something.
taboo about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And where do you like to have it with the burqa on?
No, I don't like the burqa. I just like I like like a skirt that's hiked up is sexier to me than total nudity because there's
Oh, yeah?
something a little bit taboo.
I
about
don't
that.
mind that at the beginning.
Just learn something
but
about
at some
Jimmy.
point, there has to be no clothing
Really?
involved. From
What about
tip of the head
Yes.
to toes, nothing.
what about just
Wow.
pulling something aside?
That's hot.
That's hot, right?
That's hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Until it slips out of your
screen.
hand.
Hang on, let me just grab a pen. I'm taking.
You want to write this down?
Yeah, I do.
I don't like to be naked though. Like I always like to wear black socks and a 1920s football helmet.
But you gotta show your calves. Your calves, you gotta show them
It gets
off.
down to
That's what
business.
gets you your action.
Well, yeah, but they're
In the
always around my
socks.
ankles because they highlight. People look at the black side, they look up and they see
Actually,
the calves.
those garters that you wear to
Of course.
hold the socks up.
I break them like the Hulk. I can't wear sock garters.
Oh my god.
They
I love,
break.
it's so sexy with the guy with socks on.
Oh,
my god,
yeah, you
just
gotta
hiked
love
up to
that.
the knee.
Yeah, you're
Woo.
pulled all the way up.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
Moonwalk across the linoleum. Chicks
Oh,
go
yeah.
berserk for that shit. They love it.
I'm ready.
Hey, what cities is this being released in, by the way? Because it said limited release. Do you know?
I'm not sure, but I know New York and Los Angeles for sure.
Those are the good ones.
Those are the good ones.
And
There's
really,
a lot of other
it's
great
not all
ones.
that matters. That's what I say.
Well, when you're in those cities, yes.
Sorry, Chicago.
But
Boston.
I hope it's all over the place. But I'm not quite sure.
Who else is in this?
Josh Radnor from How I Met Your Mother.
Who cares who else is in it?
Well, there might be other.
Thank you.
There might be women who want to
No.
go see it who won't be in love with her.
Kate Mara.
yes.
Who's
Oh, yeah.
also, she was just in 127 Hours.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
Who else is in it? Zoe Kazan, Pablo Schreiber.
Oh, he's in Lights Out. He was in The Wire. He was in season 2 of The Wire.
Great.
Pablo Schreiber's great.
Which one
Yeah.
did he play in The Wire?
He played the smart cousin who was a dock worker, but he was his father or his uncle worked as the lead dock, and I forget his name in the show, but he was the smart, sensible. He was Ziggy's cousin.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's great.
Sure.
He's fantastic. He's
Yeah.
really great. Really good acting in this. Really great.
I'm gonna check it
and
out.
Josh Radnor actually wrote, directed, and starred in it, which was quite amazing.
I got a copy last night. I should have watched before she
I had one too. I
Yeah.
didn't.
That would have made
Thanks,
sense,
guys.
I think. I
What
think
were you
that would've
doing
made
instead?
sense.
I was taping
watching
Sean
Deep Throat?
Hannity's show. No, I was doing TV. I was for me. It was legit, but they just did other things.
Look, if you want to know, my
Yes.
my son has decided that he needs to shit in such a way where it's all the way up to the back of his neck.
Yes,
So I was cleaning that up.
they had to take him out of headstand
Okay.
class.
How old is your son?
10 months.
10 months. Okay. That's
But
acceptable.
but something's going on because now it goes all the way up his back to the back
That
of
is
his neck.
very interesting. I mean, what are you
Jesus.
seeing?
It was a lot of fun. I guess too much.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
I mean,
right?
and then he's 19, which is just it's not. It's beyond reasonable.
That's what I was doing instead of watching from Happy Thank You More Please. Is
Yep.
that the or
Happy
Happy Thank You More Please?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
And
That's all right. You
You're
still
like
got
the lead
time.
in this, though.
It's an ensemble cast. One of them. One of
You're
the.
the lead. Just tell
one
them
of the
you're the
three.
lead.
Yeah,
Sure.
you should
if
be
you
the
want to
lead.
hear that,
You're the
I'm the
lead.
lead.
You're a very good actress.
Thank you so much.
I just hope they don't show that thing about us talking about cocaine. Remember that?
What?
Kept going, and then the comeback, they kept.
Oh yeah.
He kept saying it, and they kept showing it. He's like, we
Oh
talked
my
about cocaine. He
God.
kept saying the same
It's
thing.
amazing.
It's
It's
fucking
such a good episode.
It's all I want to talk about.
I gotta watch the rest of them.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
I haven't seen
I'm
it
only
in a
a
while.
couple in, and I
You
like
have to
it.
like
I want to see that
plow
again.
through it.
I poured over every. The show to me. It's like the thing that there's a half hour, and every minute was full. There was no wasted time in
Yeah,
that show. It was so
uncomfortable.
yeah.
fucking great. That was a terrible decision.
Fantastic writers, yeah.
And Matt LeBlanc we had in here, and he was promoting his show on Showtime, and
Yeah.
we talked about that, of course, because anybody connected to it, I'll talk to.
Yeah.
And, Lisa Kudrow I've never met, but believe
Did
me.
you watch it?
Yes, but he said it was hard for him because he knows Lisa and he loves her, and to watch her be treated that way was difficult.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, fascinating. I think a lot of people felt that way.
But she was a self-centered ass in that too. Like she really was the
Yeah.
maker of her own trouble. She made it all about herself, and she was saying like, the girls like us with the tabloids, and nobody wanted her picture. She was
Yeah.
It was such a sad character in an amazing way. I thought it was incredible. She actually created that, I think, way back in the day when she was at Groundlings, and
Wow.
before Friends, she had this character, and then decided to do it.
Wow, and the Friends
Much
thing made
later.
it. That's probably why people thought it was a documentary, because it's like, oh god,
Yeah,
it fits perfectly
exactly,
on a popular
exactly.
show. And then, if you remember, people, I was the one that brought that show to everybody's attention.
What show?
the comeback.
Yes.
The comeback.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was.
Colin Quinn brought it to
Thank
my
you.
attention.
Yeah.
I remember Colin telling me about it.
I saw it the first day it was on, and I came the next day on the air and said, I saw a really good show last night, and you guys were like, oh, yeah, okay.
See?
Maybe.
Why are you such a buzzkill?
I might have been out of the studio that day, though.
We're having a
Maybe.
good time.
Or I might have
with
been
this
on the
girl.
toilet again.
Because now we're
He just wants to point
I-
fingers.
Now we're going to argue about this.
I have no idea.
Colin Quinn said to me, I remember Colin saying to me,
Oh, here we
he
go.
goes, there's a show He goes, it's so uncomfortable. You got it. That's how he introduced the comeback to me. He said it was so uncomfortable. And after the British Office, I'm like, nothing will come close because it's all forced awkwardness.
Yeah. A lot of people came up to me and they're
amazing.
like, I'm trying to watch your show. And I'm like, what do you mean you're trying? Like, it's just too uncomfortable.
But isn't
I can't
that great?
Get through it.
Like, people, why don't people
Fantastic.
love that?
How great was Mickey? The fucking the Mickey
hairstylist.
he would give shitty personal information about his dumb life at the worst moments. Like in the last episode, she's watching and the Tonight Show. She's supposed to go on the Tonight Show. And who was it? Cameron Diaz is going over. Somebody was going over.
Oh,
Yeah.
So she's gonna get bumped, and she's like, she's going over. She's not getting off. And he goes, I'm bringing my lover to your party. And she's like, he's like, who gives a shit? It's the most enraging timing of his fucking boring personal information.
And you know, Mickey was actually, he was not an actor before that.
Oh, really?
No, I think he was a school teacher or...
I looked at his IMDb. I looked at all the IMDb. I was like, why does this guy not have a longer...
Yeah, he was. It was kind of one of his first. And Michael Patrick King knew Mickey and sort of wrote this role for him, which was fascinating. And he did such a good job.
That's a great show. Maybe they could bring it back. I mean, look, there's always room for season 2. She comes back a few years later.
Love that. Yeah.
But
Great.
Come back.
Everyone is bringing up Children's Hospital.
Oh.
What is that?
It's a
I don't even know.
great little TV show that I've been doing where we just finished shooting season 3. It's on the Cartoon Network.
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim.
Okay. But they're like, she's so good in this.
Oh my God! Thanks, guys.
Is it drama,
I'm really
comedy,
excited.
or
It's comedy.
Okay.
It's Rob Corddry created it.
Okay.
You guys know Rob Corddry?
Oh, yeah.
Rob Corddry and David Wayne, and it's a really great cast. Lake Bella's in it. Megan Mullally.
Okay.
Henry Winkler is on it. We have a really great cast, and we're basically really incompetent doctors who don't know how to be doctors in a children's hospital.
I've seen an episode or 2 of this. Yeah.
Oh, really?
They love
Yes,
it.
I have.
It's so
The listeners
crazy.
love this
Now
show.
it looks very familiar.
how annoyed does
It's a
Henry
lot
Winkler
of
get
fun.
when people just keep walking up going, hey?
He's the loveliest person.
Yeah.
He'll say, "Hey," right back at you. You know what I mean?
I went
He's
to
one
a
of
book signing and creeped him out. He was redoing a reading, so I wanted to get a picture
of
with him.
children's books.
Yeah, he writes children's books,
Yeah,
Henry Winkler.
he has like 12 children's books.
It's very successful.
Yeah.
Eat your vegetables. Whoa.
Yeah.
Like that.
But he relates everything to Happy Days. One time when Cunningham... No, he doesn't. But he's a great speaker on stage, too. He's a very charismatic guy, and he reads, and he's very comfortable, like, live performing.
Yeah, and he's hilarious. He reads and writes, guys.
Oh, that's
no,
great.
he's amazing. He's it's kind of incredible to be
You're
working
making
with
us
Fonz.
watch a lot of stuff now. We got to
Yeah.
watch.
I know,
Children's
right?
Hospital,
Damn right,
We got
I'm
to watch
gonna-
the rest of the comeback.
The
We gotta
comeback you have
check
to
out
just
the new
buy.
movie.
I'm enriching your life. You can thank me later.
Will you come back when you become even bigger?
Yeah, absolutely.
You had fun today?
I had a
That would
great
be good.
time, guys.
If you talk to Lisa
lovely.
Kudrow, would you kind of just mention that we would be very nice to her, whatever she wants to promote?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been
I'll let her-
dying to
I think
interview
she has
her.
a new web show, doesn't she?
I don't know.
Yeah, she does. You might want to watch it.
Don't promote
I think
her
she
stuff.
plays.
Promote yourself.
Yeah,
Promote yourself.
But no, that's what friends do.
that's what friends do.
Lisa gave her a big break, right?
She gave me my break. Basically, that was my break into the business.
That's pretty cool.
No, you helped her out. You were voted sexiest woman in Sweden.
So
you helped
big in
her
a-
out.
In what, in like 2005 or something
Was
like
it?
that, right? Yeah,
But that's when the comeback was.
exactly.
Please, it worked out. It's not like it was a big difference. You segued right from there, and that's an in.
I think we just can't talk to pretty women. We're just.
You guys are great.
We're having
worst,
lovely
though.
conversation.
We're the
We are-
worst, though.
we are
We don't.
bad
You're
at
not.
that.
You're amazing.
She has to go. What did we do wrong?
Oh, boy.
Usually that
See?
means we did something
No, she
wrong.
probably has TV.
Oh, we didn't do anything wrong this time?
Oh, good.
I don't think you did anything
No.
wrong. I think
Sometimes they
you've
say
been
she has
lovely.
to go, meaning we did something wrong. And we
No,
don't,
you
we
even
don't
gave me a
know.
few tips on sexual adventures.
Exactly.
Socks on.
Socks.
Yeah.
Sock garters, hat.
Old leather football helmets. Yeah.
Can I get an awkward, sexy picture for Twitter?
An awkward, sexy picture?
Well, because it's weird that I'm asking you.
Okay. All
But I
right.
want it to come out nice for you.
Okay, that would be great.
All right, what do I do?
How do I pose as an awkward, sexy picture?
No, I want it to be sexy.
Oh,
tweet
okay.
it, tweet it.
I'm asking.
With-
one of
with
the
my headphones
goddesses.
on?
One of the goddesses.
No, I don't want Jimmy in it.
Oh, Jimmy. Look at Jimmy. That looks good. Jimmy's making his cool guy face.
You were looking down.
What a tool.
She was looking down.
All right. Let's do another one. I'm learning a lot today, guys. So how should I place my head?
I like the look, though. It's beautiful.
Okay.
They're going to love it. Jimmy, you have to be in this. Yeah. Hold on.
He's my pimp.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Jimmy, your eyes were closed.
That's all right. I was enjoying the moment. That's called organic.
That's perfect.
He was fantasizing about it.
Romantic.
Look how
Let's
beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
early in the morning with the boys.
Hanging with the guys, yeah.
Hey, look at Jimmy.
You look great.
He's like a little stalker.
Do you have a Twitter that we were supposed to promote or anything?
I don't have a Twitter.
What's wrong with you? Charlie Sheen, 1 million fucking followers in one day.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't have a story like his.
You
so.
could do good. All right, listen, we're all going to check out Happy Thank You More Please in theaters tomorrow. Limited release, but it might expand from there. And you were really, really cool.
Thanks. It was great being here.
Children's Hospital we should check out.
And Electrolux is another film that's coming out.
Okay.
Electrolux.
With Carla Gugino and Emmanuel
Could you come back and promote that?
Yeah, sure.
We'd love to have you back.
It's coming out this Friday, though. So there you go. I just promoted it.
Yeah.
This Friday, tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow?
Oh, you got 2 movies coming out tomorrow.
Damn.
Wow.
So you guys will have to keep busy.
Well, that's cool.
Go do a double feature.
I have a gig in Jersey Saturday in Montclair.
Yes.
Kind of like 2 movies.
Totally. Same thing.
All right, Malin Akerman, this was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
And we'll see you next time. And I think we're done.
Robin, Fred.